Now then, here to christen our brand new kitchen, John Torode, he's making a very simple fish dish for us.
Yeah, the deal is that when you move into a house, the first thing you're going to do is probably get a takeaway, aren't you?
Yeah,
the first
pizza
day?
on the floor.
Yeah, that's
glass
it.
of champagne.
And then you start to unpack stuff and you realise you might have a few things. So I'm going to do it with 5 ingredients and 1 tray.
Perfect.
That's it. So it's a fish dish, and I'll talk about fish in a second. But the first bit really is about the sort of the base of it all. Olives, tomatoes, some onions.
Yummy.
Make you feel like summer, the sun's starting to shine.
You're using, what are these?
These are shallots.
They are
yeah.
shallots. They're big,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Banana shallots. So they look like a banana shallot.
OK.
You drop that into a bowl, and then the same, just cut them into quarters.
OK.
Leave the bottom one if you want to, it doesn't really matter. Then some black and green olives. And the idea really is that the olives season everything whilst it all cooks, and you don't really have to fuss with it. The more flavour you can get at the base of something, the easier you are.
better.
A couple of bay leaves from the tree outside.
Yeah, very good.
And just crush them so the flavour comes out.
Yeah.
And then add to that lots and lots of cherry tomatoes you cut in half.
I mean, that is like the Mediterranean in a bowl right there, isn't it?
That's the idea. And if you mixed it all together and, you know, a bit of cucumber or whatever, you've got yourself a salad. But we're going to bake it. A little tiny bit of oil.
Why cherry tomatoes and not big ones?
Because they're very sweet, and when they cook, they sort of explode a little bit and just concentrate their flavour. Because they've got surface area, they become quite small.
OK.
And you get lots more flavour. So drop that into a tray.
Ooh,
and
yum.
then that goes into the oven for 20 minutes.
Oh, first?
Yeah.
OK.
So now what you do is do that. You go and unpack a couple more boxes.
Yeah.
While it goes in the oven. And you bring out your mixture.
Oh, look at
which
that.
is like
That's
that.
like properly toasted and... Not toasted. What do you call it when it gets strong? Concentrated.
That's it.
Yes.
So that's the whole idea. Take a piece of fish. And that's sort of interesting about this fish because you can buy bits of fish. Oh,
that's shallot.
Oh, very good.
So good.
You buy a piece of fish in a
So
pack,
good.
but I want people to understand how a piece of fish comes. Big piece of fish.
Yeah.
The tail end is what you'll probably use for fish and chips.
Yeah.
That's fine. And then this is going to be cut into 4 pieces. Just
What's
simply
one portion for a person?
about 180 grams.
How much is this going to cost?
What, this thing?
Yeah.
Piece of fish like that?
Yeah.
About 8 or 9 quid, probably for the whole lot. But the good thing is, by the time you've done this, it's about 350 calories. It's not a big meal because there's not a lot to it.
Right.
Take a slice of lemon, and the deal with the lemon, again, is about the finishing off of the flavouring, but allowing the fish to have something to sit on. So that what happens is it continues to steam. Piece of lemon across the top of each one.
It's like wheels.
Yeah, like wheels, just like the wheels haven't come off. Then add to that, you take your piece of fish, put it skin side up, and squash it together. And then what happens now is it'll go into the oven with a little bit of grill temperature.
So is each one of those a portion?
That's a portion, or 2, depends on what you want, you know, whatever you like.
And did you say you're going to grill it, not oven it?
Both. You do grill and oven. I've got this new... See, the reason is I moved in and I found this amazing new oven, which is really
knows
cool.
what all those buttons do. We all have these clever
look,
ovens.
It's got this thing and it does all these things for us. So that goes in the oven.
I'm more impressed with the fact that we knocked through here and found another window.
And then that goes in the oven, and that goes in the oven for 10 minutes. And what happens is you continue to flavour all your olives and all your bits and pieces, and your fish is now completely cooked. Now,
So
it's up to
only
you
10 minutes.
if you want the skin on or not. It's totally up to you. Some people don't like the skin.
Take it off.
All you do is just peel it off. It comes off, and that's when you know your fish is cooked.
Oh, my gosh.
That's done like that. So that's the end of that. Can you pass me a plate, please, Philip? Because as a moving-in present for Holly and for you as well, I suppose, Paul, but I bought you a big bowl of mashed potato.
Oh, you know, way to my heart.
Because mashed potato...
I love the fact we're always given napkins down here. We never go anywhere near them.
Never use those.
So mashed potato first, really important. It's the vehicle. It's the thing that sits on the bottom, and it's the thing that takes up all the flavour. Mashed potato first. I love you both got cutlery at the ready, which is always good. And then a little sort of sprinkling of parsley across all our fish.
Oh.
First, so let's get rid of that piece of skin. We don't need that.
We don't need that.
Give it a little bit of a squeeze of some lemon across the top of it, so you got like that's nice.
And you could do this with any fish. I mean, what fish is this?
Right, so the reason I bought this, cod, hake and pollock, all white fish, anything you like. But if you have a look at it, you'll see they're slightly less dense than each other. The pollock will take a little bit more time than the cod. 8 to 10 minutes, but I'm going to ask you a little favour for me. I want you to cook fish for half as long as you think it needs to be cooked for.
OK.
So if you just look and go 15 minutes, cook it for 7.
OK.
And then see what it's like.
And
But
then leave it to stand?
Just
or
let it sit around, it's fine, or stay hot, it's not a problem at all. Can you pass me that big spoon, please?
And you
Bearing
can
in
eat
mind that
fish.
you can eat them raw.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes, it doesn't really matter. That's the point. But then what you do is you just pick up all the bits with all the juice, and then even a bit of lemon, and just take it on there.
Oh my
and
gosh,
then,
it looks incredible.
and then all the juice and stuff just goes across the top.
I like that you've given us
There you go.
separate plates. No one's ever done that in the whole history
There
of
we
being
are.
here.
We're fighting over it, aren't
There
we?
we are.
Can we,
So,
can this be our new thing?
There have been times when she stabbed me in the hand with a fork.
I don't like sharing food.
no, well, yes.
I don't get that.
There's a
Ollie
little lemon.
doesn't
Pull the
share
lemon
food.
from underneath and get rid of the bit of lemon there.
Yeah, all right.
But you see all the juice in the bottom. Look, this is. And now, once you've done that, some feta cheese into that little pot there. Sprinkle it around, and look, suddenly the sun's shining outside. Summer's upon us.
That is
Oh,
so
it is
yum.
too.
Got
Look,
a new home.
sun's come out.
We're in blue.